Welcome, Aries, to your November 2023 ethics reading with me, Daniel Natal, where you'll get your Natal chart. So, fall is in the air. We've just passed, Halloween, and things are going to be kind of nippy, and we are going toward kind of more festive holiday seasons. And as you know, statue Daniel there is indicating, Thanksgiving is on the way, and after Thanksgiving, even more kind of bright and celebratory festivities. And for you, you're going to be some of the themes that you're going to be dealing with are kind of you're going to probably come across somebody who is magnetic, but they challenge your underlying values. And this might be a person who kind of like breaks open new vistas and horizons for you. You're also going to be dealing with kind of spiritual themes this month, as well as kind of karmic issues, things that are not, related to this week or this month or even this year, but kind of deep psychological things that are, from your subconscious, your past, your remote kind of childhood and stuff. And a lot of these themes are going to be repeating. I am a big believer, as you know, in kind of the universe sending you messages through the random. And so I have these ethics cards, which are filled with the greatest sayings of the most illustrious philosophers, thinkers, and ethicists of all time. And I will shuffle the cards and see what messages that the universe has for you. And the first message that we get is the test of moral ideas is moral results. Morton Blackwell. Let's repeat that. The test of moral ideas is moral results. That's an interesting message to you because I was just thinking about that recently. I was recording the audiobook for Principia Ethica, which is an ethics classic from 1903 by an Englishman named G.E. Moore. And in there, he kind of sparked a thought in my head. He was talking about how it's not enough just to have good means. Like we talk in ethics about the means and the end, right? Everything's about the means and the end. With a utilitarian person, a bad person, you get somebody who just cares about the ends, right? The end justifies the means. And, so if the end is getting $1 million, they will lie, cheat, or steal to get it. They don't care about the means, the intervening part. They just care about the end. An ethical person puts more emphasis on the means, like Confucius saying, value the task, not the reward. That's a very ethical kind of statement where you pay attention to the means but not the end. Whereas G.E. Moore makes a good point too. It's not just enough to have good means, though. You have to have good values at that end, right? It can't be something selfish or narcissistic or dumb. And the phrase popped into my head. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So even though in ethics, pay attention to the means, but make sure that you have a noble end, because even if you have good means but you don't have a noble end, that's the road to hell. The second message for you this month is virtue is the golden mean between two vices, the one of excess and the other of defect. Aristotle. Let's repeat that. Virtue is the golden mean between two vices, the one of excess and the other of defect. Aristotle. So Aristotle is giving you a message there, via the universe. Regarding kind of not overdoing it this month. The golden mean, is a very famous concept in ethics, kind of like Goldilocks. Don't get the porridge that's too hot. Don't get the porridge that's too cold. Kind of aim for the porridge in the middle. And in terms of ethics, that might be if your goal in the middle, your value is truth, then the excess would be exaggeration and the defect would be irony, right? So it's easy to go off target. It's hard to maintain that target, that value. And it kind of gets back to what we were saying before. It's very important to have good values. The end goal of what you're seeking has to be noble, right? Or else the road to hell. So these two messages kind of go together. Make sure that your end goal is worthy of you this month. And let's look at this. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. So that kind of goes with, the previous two messages, right? That you have to make sure that your values are kind of aligned with, kind of ethical motives. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal to get what you want. You are luckily an honor-based person, right? Like I said, like these ethics readings are not based, like I'll use Aries as shorthand, but it's shorthand for a personality type, you know. Like in terms of the Myers-Briggs system, you guys are ESTPs, which stands for your extroverts, your sensing, your thinking, and your perceiving. That's kind of your personality type. In terms of Plato, he broke down society into three basic types. He said that there's census-based people at the bottom, there's honor-based people in the middle, and there's truth-based people at the top, right? So census-based people are people who are like given to addictions and, you know, kind of gratification of the senses, obviously, which leads to kind of, you know, drugs and alcoholism and stuff. In the middle is honor-based people, which are like cops and soldiers and judges and politicians, people who crave honor. And at the top are truth-based people, like philosophers or scientists. And you guys are truth-based people. So that's very important. That message this month is that you have to stay truthful to yourself, right? You know, have that as your value this month, and everything will go great for you. And that's, you know, we'll wrap that up there and hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And those are your ethics in convenient fortune cookie form. So I will see you next time. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you have any ethics questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can see my contact information below in the description, and I will catch you next time. Get my book, Actionable Ethics, to understand the basic concepts of ethics, as well as to learn how and why moral structures permitted us to create an advanced civilization. Without those moral structures, society falls apart. You can order the ebook by going to my website, actionableethics.com, or a physical copy by going to online retailers like Amazon.com. Learn how to embed ethics into your business processes during onboarding for new employees, and discover how to generate an ethical cultural field at your business or even among your children at home. Order it now. Actionable Ethics.